The Two Noble Kinsmen is a Jacobean tragicomedy, first published in 1634 and attributed to John Fletcher and William Shakespeare. Its plot derives from The Knight's Tale in Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, which had already been dramatised at least twice before. Formerly a point of controversy, the dual attribution is now generally accepted by the scholarly consensus. Characters. Synopsis. Three queens come to plead with Theseus and Hippolyta, rulers of Athens, to avenge the deaths of their husbands by the hand of the tyrant Creon of Thebes. Creon has killed the three kings and refuses to allow them proper burial. Theseus agrees to wage war on Creon. In Thebes, Palamon and Arcite, cousins and close friends, are bound by duty to fight for Creon, though they are appalled by his tyranny. In a hard-fought battle, Palamon and Arcite enact prodigies of courage, but the Thebans are defeated by Theseus. Palamon and Arcite are imprisoned, but philosophically resign themselves to their fate. Their stoicism is instantly destroyed when from their prison window they see the Athenian princess, Emilia. Both fall in love with her, and their friendship turns to bitter rivalry. Arcite is released after a relative intercedes on his behalf. He is banished from Athens, but he disguises himself, wins a local wrestling match, and is appointed as Emilia's bodyguard. Meanwhile, the jailer's daughter has fallen in love with Palamon and helps him escape. She follows him, but he ignores her. Still obsessed with Emilia, he lives in the forest half-starved, where he meets Arcite. The two argue, but Arcite offers to bring Palamon food, drink and armaments so that they can meet in an equal fight over Emilia. The jailer's daughter, forsaken, has gone mad. She sings and babbles in the forest. She meets a troupe of local countrymen who want to perform a Morris dance before the king and queen. Local schoolmaster Gerald invites the mad daughter to join the performance. Theseus and Hippolyta appear, hunting. Gerald hails them, and they agree to watch the yokels perform a bizarre act for them. With the jailer's mad daughter dancing, the royal couple reward them. Arcite returns with the food and weapons. After a convivial dinner with reminiscences, the two fight. Theseus and his entourage arrive on the scene. He orders that Palamon and Arcite be arrested and executed. Hippolyta and Emilia intervene, and so Theseus agrees to a public tournament between the two for Emilia's hand. Each warrior will be allowed 3 companions to assist them. The loser and his companion knights will be executed. The jailer finds his daughter with the help of friends. He tries to restore her mental health. On the advice of a doctor, he encourages her former suitor to pretend to be Palamon so that she will be gradually accustomed to see him as her true love. His devotion slowly wins her over. Before the tournament, Arcite prays to Mars that he win the battle. Palamon prays to Venus that he marry Emilia. Emilia prays to Diana that she be wed to the one who loves her best. Each prayer is granted. Arcite wins the combat, but is then thrown from his horse and dies, leaving Palamon to wed Emilia. Date and text. Links between the Two Noble Kinsmen and contemporaneous works point to 1613. 14 is its date of authorship and performance. A reference to Palamon, one of the protagonists of Kinsmen, in Ben Jonson's 1614 play Bartholomew Fair. Act 4, Scene E, appears to indicate that Kinsman was known and familiar to audiences at that time. In Francis Beaumont's The Mask of the Inner Temple and Gray's Inn, the second anti-mask features this cast of rural characters: pedant, maylord and lady, servingman and chambermaid, tavern host and hostess, shepherd and his wench, and 2 Bavians, male and female baboon. The same cast, slightly simplified, minus wench and 1 Bavian, enacts the Morris dance in Kinsmen. 2 v. 120-38. A successful special effect in Beaumont's Mask, designed for a single performance. appears to have been adopted and adapted in Two Kinsmen, indicating that the play followed the Masque at no great interval. The play was entered into the Stationers' Register on the 8th of April 1634. The quarto was published later that year by the bookseller John Watterson. Printed by Thomas Coates, the play was not included in the first folio or any of the subsequent folios of Shakespeare's works, though it was included in the second Beaumont and Fletcher folio of 1679. Shakespeare and Fletcher contributions. Shakespeare, Act 1, Scenes 1, 3, Act 2, Scene 1, Act 3, Scene 1, Act 5, Scene 1, lines 34 to 173, and Scenes 3 and 4. Fletcher, Prologue, Act 2, Scenes 2, 6, Act 3, Scenes 2, 6, Act 4, Scenes 1 and 3, Act 5, Scene 1, lines 1, 33, and Scene 2, Epilogue. Performance history. In addition to whatever public performances occurred ca. 1613-14, evidence suggests a performance at court in 1619. In 1664, after the theatres had reopened with the Restoration, Sir William Davenant produced an adaptation of the Two Noble Kinsmen for the Duke's Company titled The Rivals. Thomas Betterton played Philander, Davenant's version of Palamon. Samuel Pepys saw Davenant's production, and judged it no excellent play, but good acting in it. Modern revivals. In July 2007, the Hudson Shakespeare Company of New Jersey staged a version of the play as part of their annual Shakespeare in the Parks series. Director David Sewell set the production in ancient Greece with an ethnically diverse cast, reflective of its Mediterranean setting. A production opened on the 9th of June 2015 at the White Bear Theatre in Vauxhall, London. In popular culture. In The Simpsons Season 15 episode, Codependence Day, after Moshe Slick unthinkingly gives away a rare 1886 bottle of Chateau Latour, he proceeds to dry his tears with another priceless collector's item, an original manuscript of the Two Noble Kinsmen.